Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of From Solo to Duel. We're taking a look here at we're gonna be continuing our run, and actually we're doing this in the middle of the NNR festival, so basically normals and rares only. And this was probably actually the best time to take probably what I would call the one of the worst structure decks they could give. Now you won't find it in the solo queue actually, but you probably would have gotten it over time as you go through your missions. So let's see if I can find which duelist level gives that to you. Over here. You actually get it quite quickly. Duel in rank, I think this is, yeah. Once you've dueled in rank 10 times, they'll give you a structure deck. It's called the Link Generation deck. And as you can see, it is quite bare bones. Actually, it's harder to look here, but I should have an original list. I should have the original list still intact. Here we go. So we'll do a quick edit. This is what they give you after 10 duels. It is kind of encouraging that they give you some really nice they give you some really nice cards at Ultra and Super Rare, but you're pretty much running normals and rares for most of your main deck. So it's actually just a simple matter of just downgrading these. It's a shame that these are the ones we're losing. Well, okay. Land not so much. How is this a super rare? This one I can understand as an ultra rare. Same here, more or less, but is this a Link 4 also? Yeah, this is probably also one of the few Link 4s, so it does limit our options as we go along, but as we take a look, we get a lot of normals. We get some really conditional cards that are also kind of strange. Like for example, if you have a text changer out that's face up, it has to be face up in this case because this is not a hand effect, this is a battlefield effect. I guess it could be attacked into, but it's also probably going to eat the burn spell. Actually, maybe not so bad after all when I think of it. Got a single backlinker, got some launcher commandos. We actually keep most of these guys. We actually keep the backlinker, we keep some launcher commandos. Some Bitroopers I hesitate to keep, but have to keep. Some Link streamers, some Bravedrives. Oh, we also lose the dual assembly worms. So we do lose quite a bit. But we also, the thing that hurts us is that we kind of have to give up a lot of these spell effects. So especially for an NNR, you really want to be able to react, so quick play is kind of key. So Parallel Twister, yeah, it's universal, but you have to give up a spell or trap, so not always usable. Cynet Universe, this one actually kind of works, I think, but in the end I opted not to run this. Same with School Code. It is one of the defensive cards that keeps you from dying, but more often than not, the situations where this is good are few and far between. There are cases where you could get run over quite right away. Cyberse Beacon, also a bit of a meh card because you have to take the damage first before you get the effect, and you can pretty much only activate this at the end of the main phase, so pretty much end of turn. So super conditional there. Cynet Cascade takes a bit of setup again because you have to set this up first, then go for the summon. It makes it really bad. Jelly Cannon, it's quite decent, but a lot of times you want to trigger this ASAP, so we end up ditching a lot of these cards. But let's take a look at what we actually run for the festival here. So first thing we added were a few copies of Stack Reviver because as we have a lot of Link 2s now. We'll go to them shortly. But the idea is that you want to be able to link into a 2, revive something, and probably link into a 3. We're also doubling up on the code talk elements, so we added a bunch of code generators. We added a few code radiators. We also added a few code exporters. So these are pretty much key cards just to keep the cards flowing in your hand. Have a few copies of Backup Secretary because it is a special summon. You just say play one of these one. Let's say you just play Stack Reviver, special summon the Backup Secretary. We summon, say, a Code Talker. Use the Stack Reviver to bring back the Backup Secretary, and since we still control the Cyberse monster, we can special summon it again. Oh wait, no, we can't. It's only once per turn, but you have it in prep. So forget the last 5 seconds of what I said. Launcher, we still keep launcher commanders. Sometimes we do need to remove stuff. Link Streamer is actually quite good because it helps us generate a few tokens to keep the chain going. So we do keep Cynet Optimization because this gives us a free normal summon, which is actually very useful here. We added Lightning Vortex as our main sweeper. Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy spell and traps. We do need some of these effects. I might have gone overboard on the Shrink, but I am running 3 copies of Shrink. At worst, it halves the damage you take from one attack. Not too bad. Some Ring of Destruction to keep to help with problematic monsters. Yeah, we're taking damage also, but I'm fine with that. Some copies of Cynet Regression. It gives us a destroy effect. It gives us a card draw effect. We keep some Solemn Scolding because once in a while having a negate effect is fine. Add some Cynet Conflict to also give us a negate effect, though this one's a bit more situational. As far as our extra deck is concerned, we have this Exceeds card, pretty useful, but though we admittedly don't have that many level 3s. It's just the Backup Secretary, the Backlinker, and the Code Generator, so this one is it's rare for us to get this out. We have a Secure Gardna. In case things are going really bad, it might blank an attack. Link Devotee, I wonder why I actually put it here. But sometimes it's nice to have a Link one, if even just to have an ability to trigger the Cynet Regression. Same with Talkback Lancer. This is a bit harder to do, but pretty much this is more of a late game follow-up. Once the dust has settled a little bit, it's a good way to get some Code Talkers back. We have 2 copies of Flame Administrator. Plus 800 attack is really good. 2 copies of Code Talker. Could go as high as 2-3 in the situation, but usually 1-8 is fine. We have a single copy of Elphase. Gives a little gets a little damage boost depending on the board. But this pretty much is more for getting a card back. It's a decent 2,000 that can get the card back as needed. We have the update jammer is actually quite good. There are a lot of card effects, though this is more of us attacking into them, so this might not always work out well. But it does have quite a lot of effects that way. I have a Backup Supervisor as okay, I normally don't get to do this first part. Your monster discard points to a battled and opponent's monster. It is doable, but it's a bit wonky based on the arrows pointing. More often than not, we're getting a Shootingcode Talker to draw into more cards. We have a Detonate Deleter. I tried to get it to work once, but I seem to have missed out on that. I'm not so sure why. But anyhow, that's pretty much the Link Generation deck. It's pretty much taking one of the most overlooked decks and to see if we're able to make something good out of this. We're gonna just crash into the NNR Festival. I never got a chance to try out these other decks. I probably should be looking into the loaners eventually. But we'll give this one a few games. We'll see how it pans out. There are a few decks that you can build from scratch that really wreck your day. If you don't have a defensive setup or a Lightning Vortex to help you, your opponent could just build a whole board and so we have a Shrink as an emergency see. Also, the nice thing about these code guys is that we get one of, as long as you have a monster on the field, you can link summon these from hand. Now they have lighter effects if you do it, but it's still doable. Now it is quite interesting. If I were to say play Bitrooper, then do Code Generator, Code Radiator. No, I think a better play is Bitrooper into Code Generator, Link Summon, get the card in the yard, then Link Summon the alternate card. Okay, looks like it. I can do a special summon with this. I can also just summon the Stack Reviver. Do a special summon. We will do a regular Code Talker first. And do Code Generator to get the card from the deck to the yard. Then use Stack Reviver to get back Code Generator. And use Code Generator to get something into the yard. Okay. So another code exporter is nice. Backup Secretary is fine too because that is a special summon. Oh, we actually do get to put in the field. That's fine. So now we do a special summon. Yeah, we're giving up the Code Radiator. It's a bit of a shame. We just have to remember not to activate the Code Radiator's ability. We will activate Code Exporter though. So this brings it back to hand, so we'll backup sec. Do a special summon here. Now, in theory, we can special summon Flame Administrator to make a Shootingcode Talker a 3-1. So let's do some math here first. 3-1 plus 1-2, that's 4-5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think this is actually less. We can also use this to probably gonna... Okay, we can't use the Backup Secretary into this. Yeah, we're just gonna attack first. We're not make attacks on your opponent's monsters, but since our opponent has no monsters, they somehow skip the turn. So we're just gonna do a light swing here. It's possible our opponent is just going to go for the one-shot kill us. So we're gonna just put the Shrink on the battlefield to... Although, one thing we could do... Oh no, this eats up a Link monster. We could use this on Link Devotee. Oh, but that's an even lower... That's an even bigger downgrade. Tempting to go Detonate Deleter. It gives us a 2-1, but you know, it's fine. We'll leave it as is for now. I don't know what exactly... I kind of wish instead of having a Bitrooper, I had the normal negate style effect. there's an argument for instead of getting back backup secretary, we get back the code exporter. We lose out on damage, but we do have a follow-up Bitrooper into code exporter play. Yeah, by the way, most of the time the code exporter, it's just to get parts back in here, and you rarely special summon it. Okay, I have no idea what happened there. That's kind of what we want to do, but we already assumed that our opponent has a lot of things to answer. Sometimes it's okay to just hold back, but I guess we will take that. Thank you very much, opponent. Although I don't know if that felt deserved. I'll just keep farming these. There's a lot of gems to farm here. It's gonna take us a while. Let's see how many of these matches we can get. There's one thing I'm impressed with, it's how... It's how many people are playing all over the world. I guess it helps that games really run fast here. So you get a lot more games. I do sometimes feel that when the opponent does take a really days off, and you have nothing to do, it goes really bad. So opponent does go first. So Ring of Destruction and Solemn Scolding are gonna be late. It's a shame that we have Reviver Radiator, but if our opponent has a face-up creature, this is actually not so bad. Let's see how many our opponents want to get on the battlefield. Because we can go Cynet Optimization, play in a Code Radiator. Okay, also possible our opponent has no creatures. They have a reload. So it looks like the all spell special. Well, not all spell, could be a bunch of traps. So we kind of want to draw into more creatures because we're expecting a lot of these guys to die. So we want to play Cynet Optimization first. See if our opponent has a response to that. No. Okay, then we use up the activate effect here. We'll use it on Code Generator. Did they have a response? I'm only gonna use these two up. I'm not gonna use a Code Radiator here. Let's see. I might just take the update jammer. So we don't get the Code Generator effect, which is quite fine actually. I guess if I knew I was going to do this, I would have just played Code Radiator instead. But we do get Stack Reviver to get back the Code Generator in hand. Oh no, it's on the field already. Okay. This does make it awkward to do another Link summon. I kind of want to attack first just to be safe. So if our opponent has an effect, if your Cyberse monster battles, well, we kind of have to continue. So it did not do what I expected. Oh, now it's doing what I expected. Might as well do it now just to make sure nothing happens. So we're gonna set a few cards, see if our Pokemon does not have responsive deeds. I might just leave this up for now and then just do the sum. One important note is to not blow it quite right away. Okay. So let's special summon this card, you can tribute. Okay. So we're basically relying on either Solemn Scolding or Ring of Destruction to take out whatever our opponent drops next. I probably will have to run Destruction first. They... Okay, gonna cancel that first. We actually want that to grow a bit. Hold on. All face-up monsters in attack position. So... yeah, we're gonna cancel that. Oh wow. Let's hope that this isn't. Oh wait, I think we got this. Let's see what our opponent does. Because we can flip this first, and oh, the Solemn Scolding might kill us actually. Oh wait, can't we destroy that? Why can't we destroy this? It's less than or equal to their... Oh, we let it go too big. Okay. Yeah, we should have detonated it earlier. Okay, we goofed up there. That's our fault. So we kind of need an answer to this. Yeah, we goofed up on that one. That was our fault. I forgot that okay, let's see if we can get out of this. So we have a shrink. Unfortunately, all we have is Code Radiator, which we can special summon to a Link Devotee, which is not great. So the correct play there was to just blow it up immediately. We did not let that happen. So yeah, so we missed that. We missed the timing on that one. So we are going to take a bit of damage here. We're not quite dead yet, but we kind of need help. Bravedrive. Okay, what can I special summon this to? Yeah, like I can use this to clear up the tokens for a while, but we kinda need help here. And we're gonna get to the point where we would not be able to apply Solemn Scolding. So opponent had a very good combo. We just goofed up on the. So Ring of Destruction does not allow. So we actually were better off negating it. So that was our mistake. Where's the MST? We will not be able to counter anything, but you might as well limit the damage. There might have been an argument for holding onto a monster while we waited for this to happen, but it's also possible. Yeah, we won't be able to pay this since we're already 3,000. Opponent reshuffling. I guess it makes sense. But at least we're gonna survive a little bit longer, although we now have a 10 Solemn Scolding. Yeah, we needed to run the... another death card. Let's see if we can scare our opponent with it. Oh, actually, this is a mistake. We might have drawn into a Lightning Vortex, so there's no reason for us to play this. Yeah, so this is... we're gonna see. Because if our opponent has an answer to one of these, well... Backlinker... we might survive. We might not. We'll see. Okay. Ooh, okay, that's nice. Okay, so but that one's definitely our fault. We made a mistake. We made the mistake on Ring of Destruction. It's been so long since I last played that card, so lots of mistakes gonna happen. You forget that there are so many corner cases with these cards. Also, I'm surprised we didn't take more damage that way. But you know what? Oh yeah, also going first. Okay, so basically, Backup Secretary, Shrink, Solemn Scolding. We might just play Solemn Scolding without the Shrink. I don't know, because I feel like I need to counter something, so we're just gonna run the Solemn Scolding first. It's possible that we still lose the Backup Secretary, but we don't accept opponents going Mystical Space Typhoon. We are not countering that. Yeah, unfortunately, there is an argument between adding Rush recklessly instead of Shrink. Yeah, Cynet Conflict. So this is another awkward card that if we run Solemn Scolding, I can't... We're gonna attack first, though. We'll see what happens. Probably taking a bit of damage here. Or our opponent flips their card. Sangan. Okay, that's fine. So they do get to tutor something, which is really annoying. Oh, it's a digital bug deck. So now that we know that's coming up, so also note that this only... Oh, this is... We need a Code Talker. Okay, Solemn Scolding. Also need to double check if I'm not remember correctly. These guys are quite soft. Okay. Well, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to attack past that until we hit another creature. Maybe, like I said, we probably ran too many Shrinks. Let's see if they have... You can target one face up. Yeah. So we're gonna summon the Bitrooper. See if our opponent responds with this Ring of Destruction. We're gonna run the Solemn Scolding, get that out of the way. So probably get a Backup Supervisor. We'll get the Backup Supervisor later. Let's attack first. Because we got 3 attacks. And yes, if you notice, there was that weird assumption that that you could use the digital bug right away. It's probably one of the few reasons why I did not run that for the Exceeds Festival. It just did not work like that. Actually, we probably should get Code Talker. And release reason for that is not, and the reason for that is because we have a Cynet Conflict. We get to use this, and we probably set 1 shrink instead of 2, so we can. Opponent. Okay, we have. Okay, we're gonna need quite a bit of a defensive play here. Let's see if we can get the creature down here so we can at least boost Code Talker a bit. Mystical Space Typhoon. Probably want to fire that right away. What did he take out? Bug Signal. Let's see, we can. Nope, Secure Gardna doesn't quite do it. We have a shrink, but. Cannot be destroyed. We will take 1,000. There's no way around it. Oh. We could also banish it now. Or we just take the 1,000. I think we take the 1,000. There's no need to counter this. I would rather counter something else. A weird test to see if shrink is really a good idea. Okay, we definitely want to play Code Generator. Let's see if our opponent has a response. Evac. Actually, the evac back is fine because it just bounces it back to hand, so not a big loss. Well, it's really about being patient with your resources. Because we're more scared about this card than that one. Oh wait. Cannot be destroyed by battle. So yeah, we're not destroying it anyway, so... we would have to use another effect to take it out. Let's actually start looking for... Update Jammer would be a good solution here, I suppose. Nope, we don't activate yet. Yeah, I figured they would be. Once per turn. Okay, what's the effect here? Okay, so it just grows it. Oh. Okay, what's the effect here? Once per turn, you can detach 1, then target 1. Okay. No defense position, but let's see what else. We're not covering that. Book of Moon to flip it. He wants to prevent it, but no, we're not letting it happen. We're not. We're killing it. Actually, I forgot Book of Moon's actually a very decent effect. We do lose our protection for it against this card, but okay, Lightning Vortex. So there is an argument for holding up Shrink, but first things first, we're just gonna play this. So we could summon. Okay, send Cyberse to hand. So we could summon the Shootingcode Talker, and I probably will. Because it nets us 1 card in hand, which is kind of important at this stage. tag monster is actually the more important part here. So I think I like a backup secretary. In fact, we could, if I was not scared of this, I would just attack right away. Yeah, let's do it. Nope, we're not activating that. We're just going in. Yeah, I have no idea what that trap is, to be honest. Okay, I will admit that we might have opened ourselves up to a Lightning Vortex. Well, since we can't cast Lightning Vortex at that speed anyway, we're going to just hold. So, interesting situation. Our opponent was able to get the Exceed Summon. Mystical Space Typhoon. Okay. Bye-bye train. So the question is, what is this card? Oh. If the equipped monster your battles your opponent's monster, becomes equal to if this face-up participant. Okay, this is super weird. I guess our so basically what this does is it becomes equal to the it minimizes the damage in a sense, but that's only if I attack their monsters. So we'll see if they actually do something for it. We do have a code exporter, so I'm actually going to attack first. So we're gonna cancel because, yeah, opponent did not have anything. I was gonna do the Code Exporter shenanigans, but I really want them to save there. If our opponent had an effect, I want them to play it immediately. So there we go. It's really more of a mindset rather than an actual game plan here. Like, it's not so much about the deck as it is more about how to defend against an opponent. Also, I am kind of weirded out. I was not. We only got 50 gems from that one. I think there might be a daily limitation of some sort. Anyway, going first. Going second usually better if you have the Lightning Vortex. Going first is usually better if you have a lot of reactive spells. We're kinda... So, there's our... So we kind of have to play this first. Give ourselves a Code Talker. Now, unfortunately, this card will land in the yard, but I'm actually fine with that. This should give us Cynet Conflict. This should allow us to dump everything on the yard. Definitely use the Stack Reviver to get back Code Generator. So it seems not such a great loss. We will send one card to the yard, but that's fine. I might actually send Proxy Horse here because that one has a graveyard effect. Now, since we're not attacking right away, we're just gonna dump all of these. And be careful with that. You do not want to activate this. Okay, cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects. You take no... Shuffle all spells and traps. So... Hold on. Why can't... Okay, hold on. Or a monster effect is activated. Okay. We can negate that effect with Cynet Conflict, I think. Yes, we can. The Time Lord deck is something that we kind of see a lot also. I hope we can do this. Yes, we got it. Whew. So we dodged one Time Lord. Let's hope we can dodge another one. Maybe we should have more of these Cynet Conflict cards. But we managed to get rid of one, which is really good news here. Backup Secretary. So if I do Code Talk now we go for Shootingcode Talker. And because Code Generator's on the field, we can get one card in hand. Also note that we can just get a regular card. Yes, we get activating Code Generator. Code Exporter is a nice get, though I think we just get Stack Reviver. So play this normal. Special summon. Then let's see, what can we do? I special summon right away. Like, I could go for an update jammer. So if you're yeah, we do update jammer since it looks like our opponent is in the Time Lord clan. Nope, not activating that. Just going for the swing. Not too shabby if I'm... Now, I will admit, not having spell protection is gonna really be bad for us here. We're literally just protected against monsters. No, opponent concedes. Looks like all they had were Time Lords. So we got the so there we go. That was a very good setup. Yeah. The juice must flow. We're actually only 42 minutes in. Normally I do an hour's length. Let's do one more match. We'll do one more match and we'll call we'll call it. I'm not too. Again, I will say that you really have to be careful about it. You don't want to blow it all at once because there are still effects that can wipe the board. Like, that's why we keep Lightning Vortex. I actually should be looking for the equivalent for spells and traps. I don't remember if Twin Twisters does the same thing. So we definitely played the Link Streamer first. Then set 2 cards here. We'll see what our opponent has for effects. But yeah, you really want a good combination of offensive and defensive cards. It does make some draws really awkward, I will admit. So if this goes unanswered, Launcher Commander can do a number on face-up monsters, although it's very unlikely we're gonna let the face-up monster remain. And we're more likely going to... So this is a ritual deck. We definitely want to hold Ring of Destruction for... Okay, it's a Megalith deck. This is the other deck that goes all in. So we can't really... We kind of have to wait for them to... So we're kind of waiting for them to use up their effects, blow up one of them, and then probably shrink any leftovers. So opponent definitely has the materials to ritual summon one. Okay, they're ritual summoning the hard way. Yeah, I call this the hard way because megaliths have their own built-in ritual summon plan, although they still have ritual summon spells too. Opponent giving one. I'm expecting this to be the two level 2 one. No, I have to tag it. So let's read this wall of text. You can add. I'm actually tempted to just blow this up now because it gets a ritual summon card. Yeah, let's just activate this now. Basically, the plan is to stall them out as much as possible. This is not a quick effect, so if they have any quick effects, it will have to be from hand. Which there are some, so we might have forced them to. We might have forced them to activate. Oh, Book of Moon. That would negate this. Yeah, so not shrinking that. So it saves this one, but it is now face down. Unfortunately, this only hits face up, so we actually have to swing into this and take some damage first. That's fine. Now it's a megalith portal. We might have delayed it a bit though. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not so sure. Opponent ditching that to. There is no. Okay, so if this is in your graveyard, special summon one. Now, this does not trigger because our opponent already used one. So they're going for Portal. So the first time would be destroyed. It is not destroyed. By battle though. So we can use Lightning Vortex to kind of wipe the board. So that means whatever card we draw after this, we're going to have to hold because we know we're... no shrinking. Another shrink, but we're actually gonna just ditch that one. So launcher command. Yes, we're gonna activate the effect of Blink Streamer. And now technically it will have an attack defense, but okay. So first things first, we're going to just flip this up. So we're gonna take some damage. That's expected. Then we're going to... we could nuke this. Yeah, we're gonna actually just nuke this. And just sack the date. And just sack... tribute the data token now that it's face up. And because it's not a combat effect, it doesn't get destroyed that way. Now, we could special summon, but no, our board position is probably better without the special summon. So we took a little bit of damage, but we did manage to clear the board a bit. Until the next time our opponent goes for their summons. Usually the Megalith deck would go all out once, so there is a chance that they're able to take us out again. No, they're just going for a spell and trap. Now we don't have an effect that nukes these though. And another shrink. So we're probably just swinging. Let's see what our opponent does with this. Let's see. Yeah, because none of these are better. Update Jammer maybe, but the board presence has not dictated it to be so. So we swing with the Link Streamer first. Not so sure what happens. Opponent definitely could trigger this. we're swimming in shrink, so that's also an issue. Also have to remember this only affects original attack, so it does not affect any future attack. Okay, we're going to set the second one. Because I have no idea what our opponent's responding with. Yeah, I usually expect the Megalith deck to really blow up in front of... blow up. We kind of managed to delay it. Well, the delay is quite good, I would say. And if I'm not the worst case scenario is we end up taking quite a bit of damage. They have an effect that white... Oh no, they did not. Yeah, so we managed to short circuit it by forcing them to take some stuff. So not too bad. Not too bad. We'll take that. Maybe we can do one more. Yeah, for another 50 gems. Nah, we're gonna call this one. We're gonna call this one. It's been a long day for me. So that's going to be it for this episode of From Solo to Duel. I'll be honest, it really took me a while. Well, it took me a while to... It was very quick for me to get the main part of the deck. It took me a while to get the rest of the deck to work. Basically, it's all the supplementary cards that were the big issue. It's pretty much getting all the... It's like, what are the effects that you want? Like, how much of it has to be removal? How much of it is negation? Do we lean on the Cynet interaction or not? That sort of thing. And it's pretty much those smaller things that dictate your pace in NNR. But that's going to be it for this episode. So thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. If you like what you saw, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Turn on notifications and whatnot. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys again next time. Take care. God bless. Stay safe wherever you are. Have a great week, everyone. Take care.